Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Holy sh!
Hi friends, it's Joe with Paranormal Rabbit again. Today we are going to be doing a new kind of video. We are going to travel halfway around the world to Japan, and we are going to explore the infamous Aokigahara Forest. This idea for the subject was brought up by one of the viewers named Deborah, who responded to my last video and asked if she could see something on the forest. So I think it should be quite interesting. It'll be a series, so it'll be in 4 parts. Introduction, and then we'll get on to the good stuff. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. This is Aokigahara, commonly referred to as Jukai, meaning Sea of Trees. This forest became a popular hiking destination and is only a few hours away from Tokyo, in the Yamanashi Prefecture. In the year 864, Mount Fuji erupted violently for 6 months, resulting in the burial of entire villages under this massive field of hardened lava. Over the course of a millennium, a dense forest grew up over that lava field, with a mat of green moss and dense leaf and pine needle debris. The forest now casting its shadow on the snow-capped volcano. However, not everyone ventured there for fresh air and breathtaking views. Aokigahara held a darker allure. It had gained a dark reputation as being the most haunted forest in the world. But how did this serene and picturesque forest at the base of Mount Fuji become so intertwined with death and paranormal world? One theory dates back centuries to a morbid practice carried out by certain Buddhist monks. In Japan, Mount Fuji and its surrounding forests, including Aokigahara, are considered a sacred space. For more than a millennium, ascetic Buddhist monks would retreat into these large forests to engage in extreme forms of self-denial and meditation that eventually led to their deaths. According to a particular tradition, these monks would meditate in the forest for 1,000 days, subsisting solely on leaves and bark. Afterward, they would willingly be buried alive to continue their meditation in the underground crypts. The ultimate aim of all of this was to transform their bodies into, forgive me if I can't pronounce it right, sokushinbutsu, or a type of mummy, while they were still alive. Although 18 of these self-mummified monks' remains are displayed in parts of Japan right now, scientists believe they were actually mummified after their death. Aokigahara prominence in popular culture played a significant role in its association. In 1960, the Japanese author Shichio Matsumoto, again, if I can't pronounce it properly, I'm sorry, I apologize, He published a short story called Tower of Waves, which is kind of like our Romeo and Juliet. However, the book truly propelled the Aokigahara Forest to fame was published in the 1990s. Author Wataru Tsurumi, again I apologize if I didn't pronounce it properly, he wrote a manual or an unadorned guide. Undoubtedly, this book generated significant controversy because it even included a section about Aokigahara Forest, describing it as the perfect place. Apart from the historical accounts and myths, it's believed that there exists a gate to hell and a demonic entity within the Aokigahara Forest. According to Japanese popular belief, if someone dies while consumed by deep feelings of hatred, anger, sadness, or a desire for revenge, their soul becomes trapped in this world and continues to wander. These souls are known as the eerie, and they appear to those who are affected by the curse or who cross their path. Eerie are also depicted in various modern cultural references, including movies. Some Japanese spiritualists suggest that the trees in the haunted forest have absorbed so much malevolent energy over the course of centuries. Exact figures for how many people enter Aokigahara Forest are not officially tracked, but it's estimated that hundreds of thousands of people visit the area each year. Most are tourists or hikers exploring the natural beauty of the region near Mount Fuji. However, it's important to note that only a very small fraction of visitors enter with harmful intentions. The meanings of the ribbons and strings found in Aokigahara have a somber significance. Some of them mark paths. Some visitors tie ribbons or strings to trees to mark their path through this dense forest. This is done to ensure they can find their way back out, as the forest terrain and dense vegetation can be disorientating. Signs of indecision, strings and tapes have been found stretching from trees to abandoned campsites and personal belongings. These are thought to be left by individuals contemplating self-harm, possibly leaving these to help them find their way back if they change their mind. Memorials are occasionally found next to campsites or at the beginning or entrance to the park. Occasionally, ribbons and other small tokens are left by family members or friends as impromptu memorials for loved ones lost in the forest. Search markers are also used by the rescue teams to mark areas they've already checked during operations. It's important to approach this topic very sensitively. The presence of these markers highlights the ongoing tragedy associated with the forest, but also the efforts to prevent further loss of life and to honor those who have passed. These Japanese authorities and local communities have been working to change the forest's reputation and prevent self-harm. They discourage this sensationalization of the forest's darker aspects and instead try to promote its natural beauty and historical significance. Some ways the authorities and local communities have implemented several strategies to change a forest's reputation and prevent self-harm is to increase the patrols throughout the park. Local police and volunteer groups conduct several patrols through the forest, especially in areas known to be popular for attempts at self-harm. These patrols aim to intervene and offer help to anyone they find in distress. Signage and helplines. At the forest entrances and along trails, signs have been installed with messages of hope and support. These signs include phone numbers for prevention hotlines, and encouragement to seek help. Entry restrictions and in certain areas of the forest are now off limits to the public, particularly those that have been frequent sites in the past. Overnight camping is also prohibited in many areas. Security cameras have been installed at some entrances and parking areas, and they are now monitored to help identify individuals who may be at risk. Training for local workers and staff at nearby hotels, shops, and facilities have received training to recognize signs of distress in visitors and offer appropriate assistance when needed. Positive rebranding efforts. The local tourism boards are working to promote Aokigahara's natural beauty, unique ecology, and historical significance. They're encouraging visitors to appreciate the forest for its geological features, biodiversity, rather than its dark reputation. Educational initiatives have been started in schools and community groups, and they have implemented programs to raise awareness about mental health and self-harm prevention. Media outlets in Japan have been encouraged to report on findings responsibly, avoiding sensationalism and detailed descriptions that might inspire copycats. Each year, at the end of the year, an annual search takes place where a group of police, volunteers, and journalists conduct a search through the forest. While this was once publicized, it's now done more discreetly to avoid drawing attention to the forest's reputation. Spiritual support is also offered. Some Buddhist monks perform periodic ceremonies in the forest to comfort any restless spirits and to promote a more positive energy in the area. These efforts reflect a broader shift in Japan towards more open discussion of mental health issues and suicide prevention and self-harm prevention. While the forest's reputation can't be changed overnight, these ongoing initiatives aim to save more lives and gradually transform public perception of Aokigahara into a place of natural wonder rather than tragedy. Okay, so that was the introduction. 3 more parts to go, and I promise. It may sound a little bit dry right now and kind of cerebral, but the next 3 are going to be better. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys soon. And don't forget, hit the like, the subscribe, comment, and share. Big share. All right, thanks again for all your support on my channel. Thank you for subscribing, sharing, and commenting. I really need your comments. Let me know what you want to see so that I have something to do. I don't have a lot to do these days. Okay? Okay, we will see you soon.